Hey crafters, in this video I will explain the group and the attach functions and the differences between them in Design Space. I like to think of this as setting up a tray with all the things that you need for a nice hot cup of tea. So say you're in the kitchen or on the canvas and you've set up your tray exactly as you'd like with all the things you need for your cup of tea. And then let's say you select everything and group. Now we're going to walk over to the table or go to the Make It screen. But as you're walking over, you trip over and everything falls all over the place. So you can see that Cricut has separated everything that was on your tray into individual mats depending on what color it had been on the canvas. And also, Cricut has arranged each of the images that were the same color on the mat automatically. It doesn't look the same as it did on the canvas. So if we were to now go back, let's work with a duplicate of this. Just hide one group. And if we now were to instead select everything and attach instead, so you can see now we're in the kitchen, we've arranged everything exactly as we like it, we've attached everything and it's all gone the same color. When we head over to the table or the Make It screen, everything is precisely as we had in the kitchen. So it's like we've glued everything to the tray. Everything looks the same, nothing has fallen out of the tray. So here we've got the attached tray and here we've got the grouped tray. So the reason you might use the attach option is because you want to cut everything on the maker on one mat in one color. So say this is going to be a vinyl decal and you want it in one color, you would use attach. Group you would use if you wanted to retain these original colors and have everything cut as separate images on their own mats by color. Now both group and attach can be undone. If we come and ungroup here, you'll see that we've gone back to having each of these as an individual image. If we come and detach here, so I have to ungroup as well, everything is now its own image. But we have lost some information in that we didn't go back to the original colors. So you can see everything is now this shade of pink rather than these colors that we started off with. And I want to show you one quick difference between attach and another function called weld. So let's just bring these teaspoons down here and ungroup. And then if we slightly overlap them and make a copy. If I take these two and attach, and I take these two and weld, you'll see when we attached, we retained the cut lines around the image that was layered on top. Whereas with weld, wherever the two images have overlapped, that information has been taken away and you're just left with the outline. Weld can also not be undone, whereas you can come here and detach this and come back to your original spoons. Whereas for weld, unless you immediately undo using the undo option, you won't be able to go back to the original images. So what are some reasons for using group? I would be using group if I was working on a project with lots of different layers and I wanted to easily move things around the canvas. If I group it, then it all becomes one image and I can easily move it to the side to work on something else. I also tend to make duplicates of images before I start making changes to them. So again, once I've made duplicates, I can group them and move them somewhere out of the way on my canvas. And I can also come in and hide them in the layers panel before I go to make it so that they don't come up on my make it screen, which would clutter up that make it screen. Group is also useful for building up layers in projects. So for example here, we've got these two teaspoons, they are the same color, so I might group together things that are all the same color, and that way as I'm working I can shift around things which are all the same color at the same time. Reasons for using attach would be if you wanted to have everything cut on the same mat in the same color, so this would be great for something like a vinyl decal. Okay, I think that's everything you need to know about group and attach. I hope that was helpful. Let me know in the comments, and until next time, happy crafting!